This should be posted on Facebook, on Twitter, YouTube, and Spreaker Podcast. Don't forget to download the Spreaker Podcast app. You can listen to anything. I mean, like the one I've been listening to lately on Spreaker Podcast has been, hey, the Adam Carolla show's on here. Awesomeness. Also, don't forget to follow me. Go to where it says information. Go to where it says created by. Click on my name. So where it says information created by. Click on my name. Information created by. Click on my name. And follow me. Follow Robcast, guys. And you can get here on Spreaker Podcast and listen to Ari Shafir's The Skeptic Tank. It's a very good podcast. Also, the Adam Carolla podcast. It's also on here. Very good podcast. Oh, those are the two that I've been listening to lately. And always the Joe Rogan Experience. Oh, fuck yeah. I listen to Michael Berry sometimes in the mornings. Michael Berry was laughing at my favorite toy as a child. He was talking about different levels of poor. And he was talking about how poor do you have to be to play with the box. And I was like, man, that's fucked up. My favorite toy as a child was if the neighbor, because I don't think my parents ever got a new refrigerator, but if the neighbor ever got a new refrigerator, I would get the box. And it was so big, whenever you're a little boy, I would take a steak knife and cut windows and cut doors out of it, and it would be a fort. And it was the coolest fort on the planet. So yeah, anyway. So that's kind of funny. I guess I was at the lowest level of poor by playing with the cardboard box and making it into the refrigerator box into a fort. But it was cool. Yeah, what do you do? Idle mind is the devil's playground. Idle hands are the devil's playground. So, what do you do? I was looking at a water bottle. Here, let me put a mark next to that flip. Let's check our audio real quick, buddy. Let's make sure we're even recording right now, dude. Hold on. So, bottled water's nice. I like bottled water. I appreciate bottled water, right? Bottled water's good. And then I hear this thing about Nestle. Pardon me, guys. We're good, though, Flip. All of a sudden, I can't breathe. Hold on. Okay. So I hear this thing about Nestle, right? Nestle. Okay, and correct. Look this up for yourself. But Nestle, the water plant Nestle, and I heard this it was on the Joe Rogan Experience, him and Jesse the Body Ventura, the governor of Ventura, they were talking about something to the effect that Nestle were set up there. You're not allowed to get water to sell from the public water source from the Great Lakes. So what Nestle did is they went up just like a little bit north of the Great Lakes, and they tapped into the source that actually feeds the Great Lakes. Okay, so Nestle have a plant, and they just take this water coming from a little stream that feeds the Great Lakes, because it's not taking it out of the Great Lakes, because it's not been into the Great Lakes yet. And that's where they bottle a lot of their water, and they sell it for $1 a bottle, okay? Or however much a bottle. Well, now I thought to myself, I have like a 24-pack or 12-pack of Nestle water that I've been drinking, thinking this whole time that it's coming from this stream, right? From this, like from the Great Lakes, from the stream that feeds the Great Lakes. Which, by the way, Okay, they're taking something for free and they're selling it for $1 a bottle. And what they say is, I think one of the lakes or all of the lakes, and you can research this on your own. Use your brain, use your smartphone. Let's not lie. Use your iPad, your computer. That the Great Lakes, one or all of them, have dropped about 9 inches since they put this Nestle plant there. So I'm thinking I'm drinking this stream water. Well, come to find out, I look at the Nestle water bottle that I just get, and this is, I'm at the, like, I've got 2 of these left out of 12 or 24. Nestle bottled water. Yes, it comes from the most natural stream on the frickin' planet that feed the Great Lakes. Well, guess what? Is that me? Okay, sorry. I thought we had audio issues. From the Great Lakes, right? And no, I'll look on the Nestle bottle that I just picked up, that we picked up at the Wally World at the Walmart. And it says on it, and I almost threw up, guys, I swear to you. I drunk it. I drunk it 12.5 of these things. I drank 12 plus 6 of these things. Anyway, after drinking 18 of these watered bottles, or bottled waters from Nestle, I look at the bottle, and I shit you not, it says, from the public water supply, Pasadena, Texas. Oh, man. Nestle bottled water from the local Walmart right here in Angleton, Texas. It says right on the bottle. When it, it looks all great and purified and all that, or it's from the stream, from the side of a fucking mountain, a glacier. No, it's from the public water source, Pasadena, Texas. That's our Nestle, our local Nestle water. That's where it comes from. Some guy in his bathtub in Pasadena just you think that's how it works? Oh, no, baby, you can't take a bath for another 10, 15 minutes. I got about 50, 60,000 more of these Nestle bottles to fill up, baby. But you can soak your feet while I'm filling them. Bloop, 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 bloop. I don't think that I'll be, I'll definitely be reading that. Talking about reading it, started taking this alpha brain, and it makes me start to think, being offline and being a little bit frustrated, and sometimes that can be good, man. Use that shit for energy to boost yourself, because I definitely put my brother had brought, he feeds some of his hogs and some of his pigs this rice that they get that hasn't been taken out of the hull yet. So he brought me like 30 or 50 pounds of it, and I put that in the heavy bag, and it works great. So I've gone a couple rounds with the heavy bag, and started doing a little bit of working out. The zombie is definitely going to get in shape. I can feel it starting to, you got to let your body rebuild also. That's the thing. Studying my mind, my body, and my spirit, and trying to get everything all leveled out, guys. I thought, well, my mind's working too much because, sometimes I have to be a little bit more creative. Well, whenever it comes to things monetarily, like let's say, I can't just go out and buy a $600 or $700 phone. I've got to hustle. You know what I mean? I got to make that happen. And I'm just saying that well, I mean, and apparently all of you guys, when you buy your $6 or $8 or $1,000 phone, they take 30, 50 bucks. Put it up. Just put it on the account. You know what I mean? Hey, it's only your 24-month thing until 8 months from now, when your phone is outdated and outrated and over not working anymore. then you're going to have to go in there and blingity blang blang. Or can you get that insurance and just smack your phone down into the cement? See, I don't roll like that. I have a bring your own phone plan, but I use Verizon. Verizon I can't complain about. Also can't complain about Net 10 if you've ever tried a program called Net 10 if you want to prepay. It's pretty badass. I've heard really good things about Metro what's the other one? I think they're kind of making a comeback too. What's the other one? Flip, do you know? It's like Mobile GTS or some shit. I don't know what it is. It was the one that used to sponsor the Supercross and stuff. I don't know. I'll have to look at. So yeah, it's kind of made me start, talking about your mind, your body, and your spirit, taking the alpha brain. It's really helped me to. It seems like I've definitely had deeper thoughts, more interesting dreams. I don't know about my recall or anything. I've only been taking it, like I said, about a week. So they say you've got to be on it for a little while before you're on it. We'll check it out. We'll see how that goes. But it's made me really start thinking about, whenever I started doing a little working out, you start thinking about the things that you put into your body. So I start reading labels. And man, let me tell you something. It's depressing. I'm trying to cut out sugar. That's on my next page here. It just has a thing that says sugar with the slash through it. Sugar, guys. Did you realize? I read a thing. It was from the Huffington Post, I believe, and it said that sugar 6 times more addictive than cocaine. I do not drink sodas, right? I was drinking energy drinks whenever I was out of the house, after we had gotten flooded out, when I was staying with Orvonius Maximus, thanks again, Orville and Angela, very much. It was a blessing to set up the old man cave and set up Robcast radio in my brother's garage and stay there on a leather couch rug in the garage, flat screen. It was cool. Nobody really thought it was cool, but out of the circumstances, I feel totally blessed. So yeah, the point is that I had quit drinking coffee, so I started drinking some energy drinks. There one in particular called Wildcat energy drink. They're good. I mean, they're inexpensive. If you want to say an 8-ounce Wildcat energy drink is $1.25, or maybe $1.12, where a 8-ounce Red Bull's $2.25, $2.50. Anyway, I'm not advocating energy drinks because I quit them. I quit them a few years ago because whenever I hit 40, I thought, I don't want to be I don't want to be exciting my heart at this point in the game. So I started, how terrible sugar is for you. It's totally, there's nothing good about sugar. And I'll look back. I know that our big crops back in the day were sugar cane. I know that here in Texas we had trouble processing it. Whenever we first started, doing our own sugar caning and stuff like that here in Texas, we made some kind of yellow mush. It didn't come out quite right. But that being said, it's always been a big crop. It's always been a big money maker, and it's highly addictive. Sugar. So I'm trying to cut out sugar totally. I did start drinking coffee again, right? But what I did, I quit. I hadn't had coffee in 5 months on an everyday basis. Every once in a while I would have a cup, but not having coffee on an everyday basis for almost 5 months. I said, well, I like that. I like the way it doesn't stain my teeth as bad and all that kind of stuff. But then I get to the point to where I'm not going to have energy drinks. I like the caffeine. I like the I just like coffee, but no sugar.